In this tutorial, you are going to break this down. This animation facial venture video. So before we begin, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Now let's go. Alright, so we're going to create a new composition. We're going to type main. Then when you're done, hit OK. So now I'm going to create a background, hitting Ctrl Y, then click on OK. So now I'm going to add this effect Starbase into this background, then follow the values that I'm going to use exactly on this effect. Alright, so after making the speed 0.1 or 0.2, when we play, this how it's going to look, right? So now we go back to our main project, then we'll create a camera. So I'm going to click on camera, then click on OK, then we are done. So now I'm going to make this an orbit now. Right click on the camera, then go to create, then go to create orbit now. So now we just have to make the background a 3D. So in order to make it a 3D, we go to the toggle switch, then we click on this. Now we'll go to 2 view, then we'll drag the background to the back like this. So we'll drag to the back, then from there you can hit S for scale. They are going to scale it up like this. So after that, you can change it back to 1 view, and now the next thing we have to do is to create our line or the stroke. So use the pen to then make the stroke color white, then draw from one point to the other like this. Then after that, I'll drag it below the camera. Then I'm going to add an effect. So the effect I'm going to add is going to be the roughing edges, just to add some kind of rough to the edges, I guess. So copy the values that I use now. After the roughing edge, we would like to create a trim path. So you open up this layer, then go to add trim path. Then I'll open up the trim path, then I'll set the end to 0. So after setting it to 0, hit the stopwatch, then we'll move this keyframe to the left. Then I'm going to create this to make it 100. So after that, I'll go to my flowchart, then I'm going to select all the keyframes and click on apply, or you can click on or hit on F9 for easy ease. So this is how it's going to look when we are done. Alright, so now the next thing we are going to do is to create our image of the man, right? So in order to do that, I'll just go back to my project. I'm going to drag the man into this composition icon to drag this video of the transition I'm going to use into this. So this is what I'm going to use. So from there, you can hit S in order to scale it up. So I hit S, then I'm going to increase the scale to cover the whole screen. So would like to create a track matte, so I'll drag this to this, then I'll click on this. So I'll later hit R for rotation, then make it 180 so that it starts from below. So we'll right click the time, then we'll go to time stretch to make rate 25 so that it becomes faster like this, because this is what you are aiming for. So when you are done, I would like to move to the tip of it, then we'll split this by hitting Ctrl Shift D, or go to split layer over here. Then from there, I'll just remove the matte. So now we just need to create a new background, then we make this background fractal noise. Alright, so you go to the effects and presets, and we are going to type in fractal noise. So when we get a fractal noise, we're going to drag it into the white background that we have here. So drag it to the white background, then we're going to increase the contrast. And we're also going to do the same for the brightness too. So increase the brightness, then after that, you open up the transform and check this uniform scaling, and we're going to make this 300. Then we'll make this 25, but we have to change it to 3000 rather. Yeah, so we're going to hold Alt, then click on this, and we're going to type time times 20. That's what we're going to use for the meantime, but we'll change it back. So I'll go back to my effects and presets, then I'm going to drag in the posterized time to it. Then I'm changing the value to 7. So after that, I would like to change this to 500. So when we go back to play the video, this is how it's going to look like. Alright, so now I would like to change the blending mode to multiply. Then I'm going to shift the fractal noise to the right by hitting the left bracket. So this is what we're going to get. Alright, so we're going to check the invert. Then I'm going to add a tint effect to this layer. So this is what we're going to get. After that, I would like to create a keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch. Then I'll move a couple frames forward. I'm going to set this to 0 so that it transitions like it's fading out. then I hit F9 by selecting all the keyframes. I hit F9 too. Easy, yeah. So this is how it will look. Alright, so when I'm done, I'll close up the layers, then I'll click on the fractal noise, and would like to decrease the contrast. So I'll reduce the contrast to around 600. So then I would like to follow the fractal noise so that we can see what we have done. So at this point, I'll go to my effects and presets. I'm going to add in an invert. So I'll type an invert, then I'll drag it to the fractal noise. So now I'll change the blending mode to soft light, and this is what we get. So now we are done with everything. Alright, so when we are done with the animation that we are supposed to do, we just have to drag in these layers so that it can blend well to the next thing. So as you can see, so you just have to get the perfect frame for the timing, right? So I would like to create an adjustment layer. So we'll go to the layer new, then we'll click on adjustment layer, or Ctrl Alt Y. Then we're going to add a posterized time to the adjustment layer. Then we're going to reduce it by 6 so that it will give this kind of movements that you see. So I'll right click on this, then I'll go to time and time stretch. Then I'll reduce it by 15. Then I hit OK. So to give it this kind of quick animation or rapid animation, then we can drag in the layers so that it becomes like this. So we just have to get it perfectly, then we are done. So after this animation, the next thing is that we need to go back to our main composition. Then we will have to go to our project, then drag in what you have done. So drag this to the drag it to the, why is it not dragging? Come on. Drag, yeah. So we hit S like this, then we scale it down, then move it to the top. Then we'll go to the effects and preset and type roughen edges. Then we'll drag the roughen edges to this composition. Then we're going to increase this to what you see. So copy the exact values that I've used in this effect to give it this kind of rough look or edges. Yeah. So after that, the next thing is to make this a 3D. Then we will drag it below the camera like this. And now we need to create our text layer, right? So to create our text layer, we'll click here or Ctrl T. Then we're going to type the year. So I'll change the font to white, then I'll remove the stroke. Then I'm going to make this Arial for the meantime, but I might change it to another font. So I'm going to type 1969, yeah. Then from there we're going to change it to Poppins. I'm going to use regular for the Poppins. Yeah, I'm going to use regular. So now the next thing is the next layer we're going to use, the next text. So you can duplicate this text, or you can create another text by typing the name. Yeah, I'm going to type the name. That is the third resign. So when I'm done, I'll drag this to the middle. Then I'm going to use this font for it. Yeah, I'm going to use her vertical for this. So after doing that, we need to create the highlights, right? So I'm going to use this solid layer. Then I'm going to click on the fill, but I must turn off the stroke first. Then click on OK, then click on the fill. Then I'm going to make it yellow, then hit OK. So I'm going to draw this shape on it, then center the anchor point. Then I'm going to the effects and presets and type turbulence displays. So I type turbulence displays, then I'll drag it to the shape layer that you have created. Then we can just play around the values or the figures that I've done like this. So you can please to copy my values. Yeah. So after getting what you want, you can just play around with the anchor point. Then we're going to add roughen edges to the shape layer. So I'm going to type in roughen edges, then I'll drag it to my shape layer. Then we're going to follow the exact values that I've done or that I'm doing, so that to give this kind of brush kind of look, as you can see. So from there, I like to bring down this turbulence displays a little bit. So at the end, this is what we get by increasing the stretch width. And now we're done. So I'll just have to change the blending mode of this shape layer. So I'll change the blending mode to add lights, then it comes like this. So you can use any blending mode at all. You can literally experiment with other blending modes, but I just use this. Then after that, you can add a deep glow, then reduce the deep glow to 20. Then we reduce this exposure. So anyhow it works for you is good. Then you can add your drop shadow. So I'm going to type in drop shadow, then drag this drop shadow to it. Then this is what I'm going to do. Alright, so we make this right. Alright, so now we are done with this text. We are done with the text. Now it's left with the animation, right? As in the camera movement animation. But before that, we would like to shift this third to the right side by tapping the left bracket. Then we have to make sure that all the layers are 3D. So we click on all these layers that we have here. Then we click on the shape layer, then we make it a 3D. So now we'll use the null camera that we have created and open up the P position by tapping on P. Then I'm going to make a keyframe by clicking on the stopwatch. Then I'll go back and I'll move to the left like this. So when I'm done, you can select all and hit F9, or you can go to your flowchart and we click on apply. Then we are done with that movement, but there are more things to do. So one thing I would like to do also is to create an opacity animation for the text below. That is the text and the shape layer that we have here. So I'll select both of them, then we hit T for the opacity. I'll click on the stopwatch, I'll move this to the right, then I'll set this to 0. Then select all the keyframes and hit F9, and this is how it's going to look. So now we just need to get the perfect timing for the opacity animation, also the camera movements, right? So when I go back, I'll just drag this to the left, as in both of the keyframes to the left. See that the stroke is quite short, right? So we'll hit S for the scale, then I'm going to uncheck this, then I'll increase the width of the stroke. So this is how it's going to look. So I'll move this to the right, then it happens like this. My null, then select all the keyframes of the position that we have done. Then I'll move it slightly to the right. Then we'll close the keyframe like this. Then I'll go to my background. Then I hit S to scale it up like this so that to cover the whole screen. And I'll close the layer. So if I play this, how it will look. But we are not done. I would like to also move this to the left a little bit. Then I would like to shift this to the left like this so that the moment it's done with the stroke, it happens like this, or it appears like this. Then we are going to scroll down to this and shift it to the left, as in the keyframes of the opacity. Then after doing that, I would like to also create an opacity keyframe for the year. So I'll select on this, then I'll move a couple frames, then I'll click on this. So I'll go back to the previous keyframe, then I'm going to change the values to 40, or if you want, you can make it 30. Then when we are done, you can select all the keyframes, hit F9 to easy ease. So now we will have to animate the actual camera. So I'll open up the anchor point and the position to make a keyframe. So with the keyframe selected, we just have to create another one from the beginning, and we'll use this tool to tilt it to a little bit to the right like this. So we'll use this tool to make it like this. So from there, you can select all the keyframes, hit F9 to easy ease. Then you must see how it looks. Alright, you can see that the camera is slightly not centered. So we are going to use this tool to make it centered like this. So you make sure that it is centered in the composition. Then we are going to drag this keyframe to the left side. Alright, so when we are done with everything, you just need to close all the layers. Then after closing all the layers, there's one thing I would like to add. So we like to create an adjustments layer, and in the effects and preset, we're going to type transform. Then we're going to drag the transform to the adjustments layer like this, or you can choose to double click if you want. So right now we're going to make the scale of the transform 105. Yeah, so 105 is okay. And then we'll hold Alt and click on the position. Then we're going to type wiggle 2.5. So wiggle 2.5. So it gives this kind of movements around. So this kind of subtle movements that you see. And that's the end of what we're going to do. So alright, sorry guys. Alright, so that's the end. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and also comment down what you want, yeah, or what you want me to break down. And also share this to your fellow editors if you can. Thanks for watching.